Yeah.
And how was he mixing? What was he using for a mixer per se to go between records?
Lou had rigged something as far as the volume and everything.
Because there was no standard knob mixers.
There was no
anything.
real mixers back then.
Right.
You know, Lou was the genius of the day. That took care of all of that.
Right.
And but interestingly enough, there were those records that you just wanted to just slow down just a hair or something, and Jimmy grabbed a hold of a rocks glass. Okay, now I don't know if it came from the 1270 or not. Okay, but it was a rocks glass that some clubs used to use, where the bottom of it went further up than it really should, in order to cheapen you for the drink a little bit.
Right.
Okay, but because of that, it fit over the spindle.
Right.
Okay, and he would fill it with batteries.
And that would slow the record down.
To slow the turntable down a hair.
Yeah.
Just enough for him to do what he needed to do.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. And I don't think there's a DJ around at that time that didn't see that and go, whoa.
Right.
There's an idea in there. But I'll tell you a story about Jimmy. And I was at Randolph Country Club, so it was 1975, okay, at the time. And I was saying, there's got to be some way to figure out how these songs can go together, okay? And I have a mathematical type of mind, etc. So, which is probably why I did better in lighting than I did in theater history. And so I said, well, what if I just count the number of beats in a minute? Okay, so then I have my sheets with all my songs that I had at the time, with beats per minute. But I never told anybody. And one night I was in the booth with Jimmy. This is when he was upstairs, and I said, "How do you, mix records?" He says, "Well, I kind of hear it, and I try things out. Some things work, some things don't." I said, "Can I tell you something?" I said, "What I do is I count the number of beats per minute, and I never forget the look on his face." He was just ready to go into a mix, and he just looked over at me and he goes, "That would work." And it was like such validation for me.